Hello and welcome to another Weekly 3 with Tony T. I'm Tony Trongone, Superintendent of Millville Public Schools. In this video we will cover 3 topics: our K-5 English Language Arts program, my visit to the Child Family Center, and community flyers. My first topic is the new K-5 English Language Arts program. At the March 21st board meeting, the board officially approved the adoption of a new K-5 reading and writing program. This will replace the current program, Reading Street, which we have been using for the past 7 years. Our district has been successful with our Reading Street program over the past several years. However, as with most curriculum programs, we have reached a point where it is necessary to move to a more up-to-date and current product. The availability of Reading Street itself was phased out last school year for a newer approach to English Language Arts curriculum. So this aligns with our decision to move to something new. As I have shared in previous updates, a committee of administrators, teachers, including special education and English as a second language teachers, reviewed several potential K-5 English Language Arts programs, and as they narrowed down their choices, this information was also shared with the Board of Education Curriculum and Instruction Committee. Ultimately, our district made the decision to adopt the American Reading Company as our new program, a resource to our English Language Arts program. We will have more information for our staff and families soon, but we are very excited to get started with this new program, and you can learn more about ARC by following the link or scanning the QR code on your screen. We will transition fully to the new curriculum in the 22-23 school year. My second topic is my recent visit to the Child Family Center. Last Friday, I had the opportunity to spend the majority of my day working with the staff at the Child Family Center, and the visit came as the result of me meeting with the CFC staff during my superintendent's listening tour, during which they extended an invitation for me to experience a day of teaching and learning in our preschool program. Principal Joanne Burns ensured that I had a busy schedule visiting many of the 3- and 4-year-old classrooms. I want to thank the teaching and support staff you see on your screen for being so welcoming when I spent time in their classrooms. I also want to thank the students for including me in their learning, especially Madison, Charles, and the twins, Reagan and Riley. I had a ball. It really was a truly special visit. But I can't overstate the value of our Child Family Center to our community. The dedicated administrative team of Joanne Burns and Chris Barlis lead an exemplary team of teachers and support staff in delivering the best education possible to our youngest learners by implementing the creative curriculum program. And at the Child Family Center, children do literally learn through play. So I want to invite our Millville community to get a head start on registering your 3- and 4-year-old children for the 22-23 school year if you haven't done so already. We're moving to a completely online registration process, and you can access the instructions and registration form by following the link or scanning the QR code on your screen. You're also welcome to visit the registration office at the Culver Center or reach out to them using the phone number or email on your screen. If you'd like to learn more about the Child Family Center, the staff there are happy to answer your questions. Please feel free to give them a call at the number provided. The final topic is community flyers. We're all familiar with the paper flyers that we would find in our children's backpacks when they come home from school. In many cases, our schools will continue to send home paperwork for our families. But as we continue to modernize and improve our communications, I wanted to highlight some changes to how we share information from our community organizations with our families. Your school will still be sharing information with you, but this may be a paper your child brings home, or this information may be shared in their Seesaw or Google Classroom. So it's important that you have access to these platforms. The district will also regularly send broadcast emails with digital flyers about community events and programs for our families. Be on the lookout for one this weekend. So it is also important that you have a current and correct email address in your parent portal for us to reach you. Certain community information will be shared on our social media, and as an example, you see on your screen information about our COVID community testing pods and an upcoming COVID vaccination clinic being hosted in the district. To learn about all other community events and programs, please make sure we have your email address on file. If you follow the link or scan the QR code on your screen, you can watch an instructional video about how to do this in the parent portal. If you are a community organization that would like your flyers distributed, please email the District Public Information Officer, Meg Finney, using the email address listed below. And now for some upcoming events. Friday, April 15th to Friday, April 22nd, all schools and offices will be closed for spring break. On Monday, April 25th, schools and offices reopen and classes will resume. We'll also have a public hearing for the school budget. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. at the Culver Center. And we'll also have a board meeting that'll follow the public hearing that'll begin at 7 p.m. at the Culver Center. On April 26th, 27th, and 29th, we'll have the NJ, SLA, ELA, and ELA field test for grades 3 to 5. And on April 28th, 29th, and 30th, we'll have the Millville High School spring musical production of Anastasia. And now for this week's shout-outs. My first shout-out goes to the students and staff of Millville Senior High School. The senior high was the focus of our school spotlight this week, and both the staff and students were busy with lessons and activities. I would like to highlight our PACE and honor classes for their community-based instruction activities in the school. It is admirable to see these students focusing on not only academics, but also life and job skills that will prepare them for the future. Great job, Bolts. My second shout-out goes to Edwin Feen. I had the privilege of visiting Mr. Feen's class during my visit to the Child Family Center last week. I learned that Mr. Feen has been a dedicated teacher at CFC since the day the doors officially opened. Thank you, and it was an enjoyable visit to your classroom, as well as the other teachers. I really had a great time. Thank you, and as always, go Bolts.